So, are you the queen of the elves or something? I'm sorry, what? Everyone looks up to you and calls you elder. The elves are governed by a group of elders, but the forest is governed by the elder druid. That is a bit confusing, I'm sorry. Since the elves inhabit the forest, we coexist. It has been this way since the forest was just a single sapling. There are other druids in the forest, but I am the elder because my mother was before me. Do you hold any power over the elves? I would not say that I do, but they do listen to me carefully when I speak of matters important to the forest. They do not take more than they need, and the forest abides them. It is very symbiotic. When you said you couldn't leave Grimoire because of your job, you never said what your job was. Oh? Yeah, I suppose not. Saren waited for her follow-up, but Dora didn't continue. Well, what is the job that you left behind? Oh, nothing really. Just transporting goods. I was a transporter. Of what? Like black market stuff? Aren't you a little small to carry much? Oh, Sarah, don't be so insensitive. I've carried stuff twice my size, but I usually just carry really important things, so it's not too much to handle at all. Things that cost a lot of money? Right, exactly. Things that people won't miss? Yes. Things that people don't know you're taking? Saren gave Dora a disapproving look. Look, I know it sounds bad, but it's not. I ain't a thief or anything. You just take things that don't belong to you. I'm just in the business of collecting stuff. Really cool stuff, no matter where it is. What, if there was a cool vase in some ruins, no one could get huffy about a researcher taking it. If it's someone else's property, it's not yours. Dora pouted. I knew I shouldn't have told you anything. They really should have let us have the choice, a dialogue choice to respond. Because I feel like, depending on what your character is like, you would have responded to that a lot differently. Nothing's new with me. Alright. Do you really feel pain when the forest is disturbed? Yes, oh yes. Is it bad? It depends on how much the forest hurts. When something dies or is damaged out of balance, the forest cries. Cutting down a whole tree will hurt more than cutting off a single branch. The worst pain, even worse than fire, is the feel of a demon in her midst. Demons carry with them a void of life. They slowly kill everything around them. Having such a creature in the forest is beyond torture. So it is beyond pain. And that is why the Dark Elves were expelled? Yes, for the most part. Their actions have branded them exiles, but their blood kept them that way. But it's true that today's Dark Elves do not inflict as much pain as a demon itself. I cannot be sure, actually. Sometimes I'm surprised when I am told that Dark Elves enter the forest. Other times I know immediately. You had mentioned before that your mother was very private. Were you close to her? That is a very personal question. Ah, yes, mistress. Loren shifted her weight and looked away. She is the queen. She was busy. Of course she would not have time to confide in me. I am her kin, and so I must be taught to be strong. Babes who need coddling are weak. She has made me a very strong person, and I have no regrets. Saren could not help but catch the glimmer of sadness in Loren's eyes, but she masked it well. And you did not need a mother as well? Saren had doubted that and you did not need a mother as well? Saren had been told that his mother was a respected Amazon scout, but he did not hold any memories of her. Like all male Amazon children, he was raised in servitude, rather than as a citizen. No, ma'am. And it shows. You are the stronger for it. Saren almost bit his tongue from speaking his mind, but Loren seemed in a tolerant mood. I don't think family ties weakens us. I believe they give us ultimate strength. Loren slowly turned to stare him down. She blinked. For you, maybe. Not for Amazons. Her body language made it clear that the discussion was over. It is really interesting hearing about her ideals and her belief systems. Oh, hi again. Nothing's new with me. We should really focus on the task at hand, don't you agree? We should break camp soon. There's much to be done. Alright. We got everybody equipped okay. Let's, now that we have we started getting some pretty awesome things, so, cloth armor, magic +2, HP regen, speed -2, defense 4. See, this at least gives him defense 11. And this gives defense 4. I kind of like Saren still having a decent amount of defense. But I would probably give defense speed Draco. Let's give Draco the Vest of Mirrors. Yeah, let's give him the Vest of Mirrors. Because I think, I wish there was an easier way to compare. Oh gosh, to compare. This gives him, yeah, to compare items. You're gonna need a sword upgrade. Standard short sword. Standard long sword. Tempered long sword. Standard long sword. Damage 11. Damage, okay, that one's definitely better. Staff of Storms. Damage 6, magic 3. Damage 6, magic 3. Damage 8. That's pretty awesome. Damage 3, magic. Let's give Draco the Staff of Storms. Yeah. Old quarterstaff, standard longsword, that's fine. Alright. And we still have a bunch of money. Alright. Dark Elves it is. The party was already well into their journey. The terrain was difficult to navigate, but made easier with the help of their new companion. Along the way, they were surprised to find an overturned cart right in their path. Who left this here? Hold. Show yourself. Oh, look, it's a dwarf! Out from behind the cart jumped a large and dangerous-looking dwarf with ridiculous abdominals. Look at those abs. Good lord. Brandishing his axe. Stay away, the lot of you. You'll never get your hands on these goods. Oh no, we'll never be able to get our hands on these goods. Oh, you are such a tease, dwarf. Saren lowered his weapon, realizing that the dwarf was only protecting the cart, not ambushing them. I wonder who would win, the great Loren, or this mighty dwarf? The dwarf, duh. I bet you 10 gold he wins. 10 gold on Loren. You're on. I am fighting no one. Can there ever be a moment when you're serious? Forgive me, Your Grace, Saren whispered to Dora when Loren looked away. Your gold is as good as mine. Meanwhile, Loren had given the dwarf her pouch of water. I find it interesting that Loren seems to be treating this male individual just fine. Would you mind telling us your name? Ramus. And then he poured the water into his mouth like he hadn't had a drop in days. Haven't you had any water? Just me, lots of it. He gestured to this typical dwarf. He gestured to the scattered barrels near his cart. You're a merchant, aren't you? Aye, at least. I used to be until my blasted wagon lost its wheel. I'm not much of anything now. Don't say that. You'll still be an amazing merchant when you get back. Ramus blinked, staring deeply at the female dwarf trying to confront him. He looked as if he were in a trance. Aye. Sir Ramus, I will help restore your honor. It is against my ethics to leave someone in need of help, so please accept my donation to recover your costs. Mirth approached the dwarf and he held out his hand as if he were expecting a bag of gold. Instead, Mirth closed her eyes and waved her hand over the cart. The grass underneath had started to grow long and turned into vines, reaching out and turning its right side up. The vines then turned and bound themselves into a perfect circle where the missing wheel had been. When Mirth opened her eyes again, the vines had turned into solid wood. My cart! It's fixed! Thanks, ya! Forest lady, it's as good as new! It was my pleasure. Are there any goods we can purchase from you? We have a long trip ahead of us, and we may restore your merchant's honor yet. Of course I got goods to sell. Just take a look. Ooh. Look at this sword. Look at all purple haze. Sword, purple haze. Oh my goodness. Axe of Rage. We only have 300 gold. That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, if I buy one item, it's just gonna put us into the... It's gonna... I feel like that's gonna handicap us quite a bit. Specialize in just about everything. See, I still want to get some neck stuff for Saren, and some pants and belts and legs. That's what I'm saving my money for, to actually fill out the rest of his equipment. There's boots. Ramus regained a colorful disposition and happily showed the party his goods. After a few purchases, he seemed not only healthier, but happier. His eyes were still difficult to remove from Dora, however. Ooh, someone have a little crush? That's adorable. Bandits attacked me. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just leave my cart in the middle of nowhere. Those are just things. You'd risk your life for material possessions? Being a merchant is all I've known, lady. Well, I mean, for a merchant, he seems to be pretty, like, you know, he seems to be pretty handy with that axe. With that axe, I would assume you knew something of battle, too. Oh, this old thing? We've been together for a long time. A merchant and a warrior. You are a most skilled man. You're gonna make me blush. I agree. Dwarves are a powerful people and would be wise to have by our side. Will you join us, Ramus? He glanced over at Dora one more time. You couldn't keep me away. Everyone is welcome to join us in this endeavor. Fight valiantly, brave dwarf. Hooray! We've got a berserker. And so a new member joined their ranks. They wasted no more time and continued towards their goal. Dora explained to Ramus their mission to rid the forest of Mesfit and his rogues, and his misfit demons. He seemed to hang on her every word. I never doubted Ramus for a moment. I knew I could trust him, even if we had just met. I knew because I could tell that he had fallen in love with Dora at first sight. Love is what makes heroes of us all. Led by mirth, the party wandered deep into the heart of the forest, facing wonders that Loren and even Saren had never seen before. Rustling in the vegetation halted Mirth to a complete stop. Everyone else slowed and looked back at her. More rustling. Mirth gripped her staff and walked towards the trees at the side of the path. The forest knows you are there. Come out. It was silent as they all stared into the empty forest around them, but Mirth was so sure that someone was there. They were startled when they heard hushed voices behind them. When the voices stopped, an elf stepped out from behind a tree. He was blue from head to toe, unlike the elves they had seen before. Mirth gasped. Several other blue elves revealed themselves. But, before Mirth could protest another word, the elves drew their weapons and charged. Reviewer stat before proceeding. Yes. Nice, we have a full party, everybody. Look at all these characters. Are we seriously gonna have this many characters? That's amazing. I'm so excited. Alright. Let's do this. Dora is up first. Healer. Take out the healer first. Heck yes. Gotta take out the healer. Yeah, gotta take out this healer. Oh my. Loren. Alright, Loren. We gotta... Let's rally. 10% attack bonus for 3 turns. Nice. It's good to put this out, like, early on. Draco Malfoy. Can I not? Oh, not Draco. Mirth is first. Magic Bolt. Can she buff people? Nature's Touch heals 3 nearby allies by 30% of total HP. Cool. So she can heal and cast a spell. That Magic Bolt, that's ridiculously good. 15 to 18, powerful. Fireball. Nice. Dark Elf Healer, Cure All. No fair. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to focus on that one. Melee attack. Loren. Rammus. Alright. Rammus is moving, has quick movement. Alright. Come on, we gotta take out the healer. Oof. Ow, gotta keep an eye on everybody's health. Loren. Keep charging. Fireball!
Try this on for size.
Defend? They're great. Takes a defensive note, increasing the defense value by 50% until the next move. Alright, Rammus. Rammus. Get in there. Dora the Explorer. Nice. That's exactly what I need. Draco needs some energy. Ooh, ow. Ooh, ow. Loren, get in there. Now that we got rid of their healer. 17, 20, 16 to 19. This one's going down. Rammus. Bleeding Strike. Ooh, ow. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Whoa. Our healer's down. That's not good. And I don't think I have a way of resurrecting. Draco. Yeah, I mean, might as well do that.
Try this on for size.
There we go. Good stuff. Rammus. Hopefully everybody's hit points now that our healer is gone. Hopefully everything will be fine. Dora. 25 to 28, 31, yeah. Nice. Take him out. Can I resurrect? Wonder what happens if I do this. It's not gonna resurrect. Alright, I didn't think it was gonna resurrect anyone, but worth a try. Fireball. Take that. One more left. Alright, everybody focus fire. Rammus. Draco.
Let's give them a proper burial.
Nice.
It's the right thing to do.
Level up. Wow, Loren's leveling up fast. No mercy. Okay, taunt. Yeah, we need a warrior who can taunt. And then attribute points. Let's do the one of each. And then level up Draco, Malfoy. Tranquilize? Phantom Form. I like this one because it gives them defense. Oh, I can't. I don't meet the requirements. Okay, I can't get Phantom Form. I mean, it looks like the only choice... Oh, skill points. I don't have enough skill points. Okay, never mind. What happens if I do auto-assign? What'll they give me? 2 for will, 1 for... Let's increase your strength. And that. Actually, increase... That's fine. Done. Old crossbow. Why did these elves attack us? Why do they look odd? They're dark elves. Dark? That's never a good thing. They are who we are hunting. They do not belong in the forest. I don't understand. Mirth massaged her forehead. What's wrong? Mirth stopped rubbing her temples and smiled at Saren. I'm fine. I was not expecting this. They only come into the forest to cause trouble, and I can usually tell before it happens. Then that explains all the stashed goodies they got under their wing. Stealing this time? What now? Looks like food. Really? Anything yummy? Can I have it since they're dead and all? Mirth sighed and took several steps away to compose herself. They're attacking our food supply. They'll stop at nothing. We must hurry. The roving gangs must end, and they must end now. Loren nodded, now understanding the threat of the dark elves of the forest. Mirth continued to lead them. Before long, the grass below their feet had slowly turned to sand, and the trees thinned into nothing. They were standing in the desert. A shanty town was in their near distance. Where are we? Why has the forest turned barren? This land is beyond the druids' help. It is scarred by war and hate. Mirth's demeanor had turned cold since stepping out of the forest, as if she were withering just from being outside of her element. You will know it as the Orcish Wastes. Upon arriving in the desert town and seeing that it was completely uninhabited by dark elves, Saren realized that Mirth was tense because she was walking into enemy territory. Look at all the blue people. Shh! Don't call them that! They're dark elves. Why are they living out here? It doesn't seem fun. Because they're not allowed in the forest. Why not? They are elves, like the ones in the forest. Mirth was quiet for a moment, looking straight ahead. No, they are different. The group received hard glares and sneers as they walked through the town. They were not looking nearly for any dark elves, but for the rogues who had been upsetting the forest. So far, they'd only spotted women, children, and the elderly. They looked normal to Saren's eyes. How could these elves be any different from those whom he had met before? Mesfit and his rogues are not here. They will be deeper into the desert. With all the orcs in the wastes, it would be too risky to... Are you all right, miss? You look mighty tired. Are you all right, miss? You look mighty tired. Well, the air is very dry, but I will be fine. Why have we not simply asked where he is? Ah. You, elder, we are looking for the dark elf named Mesfit. Where might he be? The old elf eyed Loren harshly, knowing exactly why the party searched for him. Tell us, or we will force it out of you. Princess Loren. You come into my town and threatened me to make me give up my own children? Mesfit is your son? I consider all the dark elves my children. I am Tobar, and I am the only person keeping our culture alive. He cast an evil eye towards Mirth. She pursed her lips. Being exiled from the forest is a difficult life to survive. We grow tired of telling the dark elves why this must be the way, but even you must know that the forest rejects you. That is a lie. We can live in the forest. It is the elven scouts who seek to kill us. I do not care about this elven spat. I need to find Mesfit, and you will tell me where he is. None of us know where he or his friends are. It changes all the time for this very reason. Saren caught the waver in the old elf's eyes, telling him that he was not telling the complete truth. Quickly, he moved to Loren to convince the princess not to do anything drastic. All this walking is making me tired. Why don't we just camp out here? I mean, Mesfit will have to come back eventually for supplies, won't he? Do you have any idea how long that would take? That's the stupidest plan I have ever heard. Loren unsheathed her sword and stepped intimidatingly towards Tobar. His eyes widened in fear. This is your last chance, elf. I didn't come here to kill anyone other than Mesfit, but I'm not against killing more. You wouldn't. Saren hushed Mirth from objecting, letting her know that Loren was just bluffing. It still worried the druid nonetheless. Wouldn't I? Defeated, the old dark elf shuffled forward and asked for their map. He reluctantly pointed to an area within the desert. He's actually turning in his own son. Well, I guess it's not... Biologically, it's not his son, but he considers every dark elf his child. He camps here. Now get out of my town. That's what we needed to know. We move. Mirth let out a shaky sigh and followed Loren out of the city and into the vast desert. Loren definitely gets renegade points for that. Renegade interrupts. Loren's mother was always on her mind, and even as she slept or fought, not knowing anything about her mother's whereabouts or safety drove her mad with worry, and largely frustrated with every obstacle that got in her path. I think we got this crossbow. Is it better than... This is damage 16. This is... Oh. Damage 14. But its critical hit is 3%. Then this is minus 4 speed. We're gonna try it. I am going to... Minus 4 speed. Why don't you keep this? And I will take that. Okay. That's my secondary weapon. Secondary ranged weapon. And, ooh, I could give myself that. Oh, I can't use that. Standard longsword. Short sword. Okay. I mean... Two-handed bow. Yeah, that's fine for now. Looking back, this worry drove her to seem cold-hearted and cruel. They followed the map to the exact location that Tobard pointed out. They seemed to be approaching a canyon valley, but there were no signs of life. I do not like the looks of this. Are we in the right place? Maybe the map is upside down. No, this is the location. Your Highness, this could be a trap. Loren's eyes narrowed on the canyon. That is what I'm hoping for, or else we walked all the way out here for nothing. We're risking an ambush? No one can sneak up on me! This is not very safe. Loren ignored Mirth's concerns and continued walking straight for the open canyon. Saren could only follow her loyally into danger. As they walked through the empty valley, it was dead silent. They could hear every tumbling rock and breeze around them. So it came as a surprise when a dozen blue-skinned elves jumped out of nowhere to surround them with their bows, aimed to kill. Everyone was startled, except for Loren. Her sword was drawn almost immediately as she took up her battle pose. They all stood for several tense seconds, staring each other down, unsure who would make the first move. And then, a voice called out to them. Elder Druid Mirth. A dark elf stepped from the ranks, revealing himself to be the leader. He's got ridiculously good abdominals as well. Look at that. Mesfit, you're far away from home. Look at what you have made me do. To what lengths I must go to find peace. The forest has cried for too long. Now it must end. Mesfit scoffed. It will never end, not as long as my people are rotting under the desert sun. That is the way things must be. It seems kind of racist to me. I feel like there's more to this story. I can't help but feel like the elves have this superiority complex over the dark elves. Are the dark elves really as evil as Mirth and her people think, or are they misunderstood, misguided, not given the chance? I'm sure that the dark elves probably are not completely innocent in this situation either, but I feel like there's something deeper to this than just, oh, you guys are not allowed in the forest because the forest rejects you. No. The dark elf growled harshly, consumed by some greater rage. His anger seemed almost out of control.